A very good morning to everyone present, respected dignitaries on the dais, esteemed guests, and my dear friends. It is indeed an honor to welcome you all for Sugamya Yatra, an inspiring initiative dedicated to promoting accessibility and inclusion for persons with disabilities. This meaningful program is organized by the Department for Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities Goa and the Office of State Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities Goa in collaboration with the Association of People with Disability, APD Bangalore, and the NSS unit of our college. Sugamya Yatra seeks to raise awareness about the importance of building an inclusive society, one where every individual, regardless of ability, can access spaces, services, and opportunities without any barriers. Through this campaign, we reaffirm our shared responsibility to uphold dignity, equality, and empowerment for all. Now to express our warm welcome, I request Ms. Munakshi to present flower to Ms. Archit Muzamdar, Coordinator Accessibility and Inclusion. Ms. Nancy to Mr. N. Srinivasan, expert on accessibility audit. Ms. Satvika to Mr. Mahadev Sawant, Program Coordinator Goa and Advisory Member of Office of the State Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities. Ms. Munakshi to Ms. Jamila, Goa Office of the State Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities. Ms. Anushka to Principal. Ms. Sania to Vice Principal. And Ms. Lakshmi to Sahil Sir, NSSPO in charge. Thank you for the flowery welcome. Now I request respected Principal Sir to say a few words.
Sri Mahadev Sawant, Ms. Jamila Hazik, Mr. Srinivasan, and Mr. Archit Muzamdar. So all the representatives from the Commission of the Physical Disability and the resource person that come from the Bangalore to address on the act launching of the including physically disability is the person. Vice Principal of the college, Ms. Nudi Golkar, NSS Program Officer, Mr. Sahil Salvar, and other program officers and dear student. Government of Goa, Government of India and also the Government of Goa is taking several steps to include physical disabled or disability person in the mainstream of the along with others in general category. in fact, I feel that, the disability is not that intentionally that person is created or made in order to get the benefits from the different department schemes, etc. But it is the disability that person is getting it from by birth, or maybe by the physical disability, maybe locomotive from by the accident, something like that. Otherwise, normally it is not that intentionally created, etc. And I don't find that even looking at in India and Goa, looking at the disabled persons who are in the different various fields, that disability has become the barrier to them for the careers. Exception may be that, but otherwise, because of that disability, that the persons or the people who have not stopped their careers or they make that whatever they achieve that goal they wanted to achieve in the many with the locomotive disability and others disability have playing the sports games, won the awards, all the Olympic awards, gold medals. Several you find it regarding participating in the trekking and the climb the mountains. It is the people, the other people who think that they are disabled, they cannot do that, they will be not in a position to do it because of that. This is the attitude of some of the people, and because of that, what I feel is that we keep upside them. No, this cannot be done by them. This is not they will be in a position to do it. No, I don't think that is the willingness of that person. If you see that, because they know that what they are facing the problems. Only the person with the disability will know that what the problem they are facing it, and not the other people will know what are the problems they are facing. But they will not disclose, they will not tell that yes, I am because of this I cannot do it. No, I don't think. I am not the person who really, because that you need that willingness to do it, the confidence in doing everything. You will find it that all these people are having, and they are achieving that whatever the goals in their life. Only thing is that it is visible. It is like that. If you see the many, I have seen a simple example I can give it regarding the sports or the different activities. Even the person with the general category or having no disability, nothing, still the participation you will not find in the physical activity, sports activity, cultural activity, so many activities, etc. It is not that because of that only the people are not. But then government of Goa has taken the various steps in the improving and making the difference, bringing the difference scheme. Purple Fest, you will find it one of the which is in Goa. You find it in the preparation already started for that Purple Fest, and even our volunteers have worked for that Purple Fest, the NSS volunteers, and this will have been also in somewhere in November. It is not that we have to we have to show them that we are doing for them. No, it is only that in order to increase the moral of that disabled person or disability those having, to build their morals, we have to support them, we have to cooperate them, and for this very important is that awareness is required. I was just talking to that morning about case happening regarding the parking, the disabilities everywhere it is. You will find the parking, the place which is meant for the resort for the disabled person, the general category people or other people who can easily park their vehicle, others, but they will be looking at board also, they will see that they will park the vehicle and deprive the space which is created resort for the disability person, which should not be. And this is happening in our college. The students, which I find it very difficult also to track who are the students keeping the bikes or the cars in the place which is reserved for the disabled person. So it is you have to create, you have to inform the friends, whoever is keeping the vehicles parked in the disabled. It is your responsibility. it is the place reserved meant for those people. Even in reservation, our college is very particular in the physical disability person, the reservation in the jobs, which are even the teaching, non-teaching staff. Well, the MTS also earlier was there, and we were first in the filling the post which is reserved for that category. So I give the first preference to them. I know what are the difficulty faced by them of the disabled person. So I welcome you all for this, and this is the program, and in detail about the app and everything. The resource person had come from the Bangalore. Only thing you have to create awareness of them. And we have decided regarding in order to create more awareness about this, the app or all this physical disabled or all those we will be conducting the more programming Department of the Environment Person with Disabilities Goa and with the State Commission if it is, and the entire college we will see that the awareness will be created in this academic year. Thank you very much.
Now I request Vice Principal Ma'am to express her thoughts. Esteemed dignitaries on the day, my dear colleagues and students, good morning. It gives me immense pride and joy to welcome you all to our college for this big, impactful and much needed initiative, Sugamya Yatra. We are indeed fortunate to be chosen as the host institution for today's session, which aligns deeply with our commitment to inclusive education and social responsibility. The opportunity to engage with such esteemed resource persons and to learn about accessibility not just as a concept, but as a collective responsibility is both humbling and inspiring. I am certain that today's experience will leave a lasting impression on all of us, urging us to think, act and build with empathy. This program, Sugamya Yatra, is organized by the Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disability, Goa, in collaboration with the Association of People with Disability, Bangalore. The theme of Sugamya Yatra is to empower youth and communities to build an inclusive and barrier-free Goa by sensitizing them towards the challenges faced by persons with disabilities and enabling them to conduct accessibility audits using the Sugamya Yatra. We have with us Mr. Archit Uzumdar, Coordinator of Accessibility and Inclusion, who will guide us with the objectives of this session. I welcome you, sir. And let us all make the most of this opportunity to work together towards a barrier-free Goa. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request the resource persons to take the charge of the session.
Good morning, students. Thank you, sir, principal, vice principal, and head sir for coordinating this program. State Commission for Persons with Disabilities, Goa, Department for Environment of Persons with Disabilities, Goa, and APD, Association of Persons with Disabilities, Bangalore. We are doing this session to do the accessibility audit. You can see the first line on the banner. What it says? What is this? First line, top. What? Accessibility today, inclusion tomorrow. Means, what is there actually? Accessibility is required? Yes? Yes or no? Why? Why it is required? Actually, principals have already discussed why it is required. Just one issue always is facing, like student parking their car in the reserved parking slot. So, why it is required at reserved parking? किधर जायची reserved parking? Person with disability नहीं नेका किधर जायची? करत राहायची separate. असा yes or no? किधर? Why? किधर है? सांगा नी. then only you will not park the car there or your bike. You should know the reason why. Secondly, see, reserved parking is purposely reserved there only because of persons with disabilities who are driving the car or bike. They have the problem also. But with the modification, they can drive the same car which other people are driving, but he can't park at long distance, and from there he can't walk to your college. Okay? That's why the person who is person with disability, he can't walk, that's why he is complaining that always someone parking the bike there. Okay? It's not purposely telling him that sir parking there or parking the bike in the parking slot, because the person who is facing the problem, he knows what the thing he is going through. Okay? So just think one step ahead of this, then only you will come to know that why this parking is required. This is only one thing. There are so many issues person with disability facing. Okay? So with this S2Access app, you will come to know there are a lot of things you have to play with this app, and we have resource person from Bangalore, they will guide you. Okay? So after doing this audit, what you will get? Accessibility audit को तो बगी नहीं मिल रहा है. बैठे किधर हैं? Yes. सांगा नहीं. उधर पक जाए. It should be interactive session. किधर benefit है आपका? जी. ऐसा कहना. See, that's why I am focusing again on the same line. Accessibility today, inclusion tomorrow, and you are the part of it. You are the change maker. You will work for the cause. Okay? So with this app, you will come to know where various issues person with disability facing, why this audit is required, and who will benefit this. Today, sir told me the lift work is going on. So after doing the lift, there are a lot of facilities for person with disabilities. Even if you are not able to walk, any person, if, because of not feeling well, then also you can use the lift. Okay? But main purpose for person with disability or person with senior citizen, we will also become one day senior citizen. We don't know what will be our condition. So if we do today the accessibility, it will help us in future. It's not only for person with disability, it is for all. That's why inclusion is what? While studying, you also, other students also can sit in the same class, do the same course. Okay? So that is the main purpose. So after doing this audit, Office of the State Commission for Persons with Disabilities will give you one certificate. At the same time, after submitting the audit, 10 or 20, whichever you will do, you will get a digital certificate. Okay? So make it sure that area you will choose, it should be not double, one person can't do same place again and again. That sir will guide you. I hope you will do the best in this audit, right? Yes, you are ready to do it? Yes, thank you. So I request now Sir Archit to take over.
So, what do you think Sugamya Yatra means? What do you think it stands for? Sugamya. What does it mean? Madhav sir spoke about it. Sugamya means accessibility, right? So Sugamya Yatra means we need to make a journey of making things around us accessible. So today we'll be doing a session where we explain our app a little later. Srinivasan sir will do it. But right now what we'll do is we'll learn to be a little kind, we'll learn to be a little careful, caring, and what we'll also do is we'll learn to be impactful. So this session will be about learning empathy, not sympathy. We often have a sympathy towards people with disabilities. While empathy, what do you think empathy means? Anyone? Anyone? Empathy. Empathy comes in when you are willing to take some action, right? There's willingness to take some action. You are empathetic to a person where you are willing to take some action towards the cause. So the Association of People with Disability is a non-governmental organization which has been working for the last 66 years for this cause. And that is a picture of our founder, Hema ma'am. And we have been working in different areas. And we generally follow the idea of cradle to God. What do you mean cradle to God is? What do you think it is? Cradle. We'll try to what do you think cradle to God is? What is a cradle? A cradle is where a baby is kept after their birth, right? So the cradle to cot approach is basically we approach disability from the point of view of the beginning of life to the later end of a person's life. So we have early intervention programs, we have inclusive education, we have livelihood, we have research, and then we have spinal cord injury rehabilitation, and other institutions, right? What do you think these three terms mean? Impairment, disability, and challenge. What is an impairment? When we say a person with visual impairments, what do you think the impairment is? Anyone? Answer this, right? The marks will be done. Yes. Impairment. What do you think disability is? Okay. Now related to impairment. Why is a person not being able to do something? What is a challenge when you're not able to do something? Yes, dependency is a challenge. Taking stairs is a challenge in some cases. So impairment is a missing or a defective part of the body, right? Say a loss of a limb, that is an impairment, right? The disability is the difficulty to function, as you were talking about. It's a difficulty to function, but it's more than that. We often see disability as a barrier. Disability is not the barrier. The challenge of getting up the stairs when there are not appropriate mechanisms, there are no appropriate aids, is when the disability comes in. The disability is the impairment plus barriers, right? And challenges are represented by barriers. So what are the different kind of barriers that we can be looking at? There are societal barriers, there are physical barriers, and there are attitudinal barriers. Attitude, it comes from the terms, right? How a person's attitude is towards a person with disabilities. Oh, this person has visual impairments. They cannot do this. right? That is one of the attitudinal barriers the society still has in many, many aspects. We'll see it in our own families, right? Physical barriers is, say for example, I'll give you an example here. So this is Crystal, she works in our organization, right? What do you think is the impairment? What is the impairment? She cannot walk. She cannot walk is the disability, is the functionality aspect of it, right? The impairment is loss of limb or in this case dysfunctional limbs, right? Which can be caused by genetic, it can be caused by a lot of other issues, right? So here the impairment is a loss of limb, not here. And generally, if you talk about loss of limb, disabilities cannot walk well. Challenges can't climb stairs or go for long walks. In this situation, you see those rods. You will see often around parks that these rods are here, right? And oh, it looks very nice that the rods are there. But sometimes what happens is, if these spaces are there, it becomes difficult for people who are using wheelchairs to access the parts. So parts become inaccessible for people. Is that alright? No, it's not. It's not, right? So these are some of the challenges that we face, and these are some of these aids: sign language, braille, tactile parts. So before the present model of disabilities, this is a medical model that used to be followed, right? Locomotor disability, mental health problem, and these are basically the categories which were presented before. And how many disabilities do you think are there now? Or do you know about the act that talks about disabilities that are now present? Anyone? What is the act that speaks about disabilities? So, the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act was enacted in 2016, which lays down any number. How many disabilities do you think are there? It used to be 7 before, in the act before this. How many do you think there are now? Anyone? It's 3 times. It's 21 disabilities. 21, right? There are visible disabilities and there are invisible disabilities. So these are the visible disabilities, you can go through the list. But invisible disabilities are also there. These are some visible disabilities. But here, you don't see a disability. Right? But there could be situations where a person has hearing impairment, person with hearing impairments, then speech and language disability. All of you remember Kari, right? Dyslexia. And then there is ASD, autism spectrum disorder. Thalassemia, it's a blood disorder. You can't see it, thalassemia. I think you have heard about people with thalassemia. That oh, this person has to go to the hospital every other month to get some blood because they keep losing blood, right? Thalassemia. So, do you guys know people with disabilities? You would know. Your family, your grandparents, right? Right? Famous people. Helen Keller. She founded the ACAU. She was a prominent member for fighting for the rights of people with disabilities. Hema ma'am is our founder. She has done such great work in this field. Stephen Hawking, everyone, you have heard of him. Stephen Hawking. Arunima Sinha was the first female amputee to climb Mount Everest. Shekhar Naik was the first, so he was the captain of the Indian team which won the World Cup. It was called the Blind World Cup. But then now we have different terms. I'll come to that. Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter. Anyone? Yes, Harry Potter. And Suresh Advani is a very famous doctor in India, surgeon, oncologist. So why do we need to talk about disability? Why do you think we are here today? Why do you think it's important to talk about disabilities? To talk about people with disabilities. Anyone? Yeah. Why do we need to care? Because we have heard the words being kind, caring, right? While growing up, you need to be caring towards people, you need to be kind towards people, but those are some moral sense lessons we learned when we were children, right? But why do we need to care? Why do we need to care in a way that institutions start taking actions? Institutions such as the governments, schools, hospitals, banks, these are places all of us access. Like, you would have your mother or father or a member of your family going to the bank in the morning, oh, I have to go to the bank today, right? But for a person with disability, going to the bank might be extremely difficult. Oh, I have to go out. I have to make sure the road around outside my house is accessible. Then I have to go to the bank and I see there is no ramp at the bank. There is no tactile path at the bank. And if it's raining like this, roads become inaccessible. Areas become inaccessible. Floors are slippery. That is a point of caring when we can put care into action. That is being empathetic. We need to be empathetic. We need to be a little caring about people around us. We do not make the world. All of us as a community, we make the world. We make the state of Goa with all the people. Without people, every land would be empty. Without people, right? But putting it in statistical terms, have you guys heard about the census of India? Do you know about the census? Yes? Right? The census of India is basically a function that the government carries out. It used to happen like every 10 years. Now it's going to happen in a few years again. Where the census of India said that 2.1 of India's population have a disability which is equal to 3 crores. And that is 2011. Right? And when this figure was calculated, the model that was used was the medical model, which had 7 kinds of disabilities. Now we have 21 different kinds of disabilities. To name 21, right? Figure goes up, right? That is now a very misleading figure. We did not calculate everyone correctly. 2.1 becomes something entirely different. That is what we need to keep in mind. That the number 3 crore also matters, 1% also matters, it goes up. So we have a different intensity of people, of the population who are present. Right? So 46% also get old grandparents at home. We ourselves would develop some kind of disability after a point. Like after a point, do you remember like talking to your grandparents and your mom just going, oh, your grandfather can't hear you, you need to like go near him or something. Or they will have some assistive technology where they have to put like assistive technology in their ear to hear, right? 46% of people above the age of 60 develop some kind of disability. And that is separate from that 3 crores. So if we add the 2.1, that's 3 crores, and we take the elderly, by 2031 what we have is a huge number. We extrapolate that data and that number goes higher when we consider the census being redone. Imagine Canada, Nepal, Peru, Netherlands, all their populations together. That will be below the population of the number of people with disabilities we have in our country by 2031. That is a huge number. All the governments around the world are doing work for their people, and the population that they are doing for, it's less than the number of people with the disabilities we will have or we have in our country right now. Okay, what do you think inclusion is? What do you think inclusion is? Yes. What do you think inclusion? What is the action? What is inclusion? What is exclusion? If you can. What is it excluding someone? What does excluding someone mean? Yes, you're leaving a person behind, right? Like for example, all of us are sitting here, right? Someone's probably left behind here, right? What we need to understand about inclusion, that is exclusion. What is inclusion? For example, a person who lives a little away from a school, and that person wants to go to that school. You guys have heard about Right to Education Act? Right to Education Act, which mandates education till the age of 14 years, right? The Right to Education Act, a child wants to go to the school. A child with disability would want to be included in the school. They go to the washroom, they see the facilities, and they are scared of going to the school every day, right? The facilities are there, the institution of schooling is there, the child has the education as a right. But are we creating the systems of inclusion? We are not creating the systems of inclusion. We need to have a ramp, we need to have tactile paths, and it cannot be done in one day, we understand. But that should be our motive. Caring should be our motive. Making sure everybody has the same opportunities to participate. Everyone should have the same opportunity. We all have opportunities, right? When we say, oh, we want to become an engineer or a doctor, right? We must have that opportunity. That opportunity is not even available to us. The choice is not even available to us. That is not the point of life. Have you guys seen this picture before? Right? People with 3 different POVs, point of views, right? Accessibility is basically the idea that no barriers prevent those with different abilities from participating in everyday life. So accessibility is what we come to, is the outcome of presenting people with opportunities. It's basically talking about whatever people need, we should be able to provide them with those abilities, with those institutions, with those features. A person who is with visual impairments would need tactile paths. To have that opportunity, they would need that tactile path, right? So this is a meeting that we had with a group. It's a focus group that we had a meeting with, and they have been provided with new motion technology, which is attached to their wheelchairs. So what they do is they work as Swiggy and Zomato deliveries, right? But so that has helped them with independent income. They get income. They are happy with the income. But the point being here is that there are attitudinal and societal barriers which keep coming in here. So when they go to a restaurant, you've seen there are so many restaurants here, right? There are maps up, right? There are cafes, restaurants lined up, right? You go to the restaurant and you're like, oh, there's no ramp. How do I collect my food? How do I collect the food so that I can tell you? That's a whole lot of barriers they have to cross. They take the food and they go to the house of the person they're supposed to deliver. There is no lift, there is no ramp. What do? They keep calling the person. Sometimes I don't have my phone with me. My phone is in a different room silent, right? They have to somehow get that value. One. Second, sometimes they call the people and they're like, oh, I can't come down now. You leave it with someone. Then you have to find someone to leave the food with. We don't have those institutions in a lot of places. And that is what APD is trying to do along with the state commission. So how do you address and interact with a person with disability? Many a times we keep hearing the words a disabled person. We hear the word handicap. Does anyone know what handicap means? Handicap? Have you heard the word handicap?
Yes.
Handicapped individuals, right? So in Western society, if I'm not wrong, the Western society, what happened was that people would be removing their cap to ask for money, right? And people would be giving money, coins, whatever in that cap. So that is a terminology that Western society started using for persons with disabilities, a handicap. The association is that you are not being able to find work, you are not able to be a part of the employment sector. The point of being
handicap word is now part by the
Yes, it is now hard, but we still see it in the society. Sir. We still see it in the society. So, how do you think we should address persons with disability? No, we address a person with disability as a person with disability. The approach is the person. We approach the person, we call them by their name. Do you call your friend by a different association? Like for example, your friend who is good at sports, do you say, oh, the person who is good at sports, come here? You call them by their name. That is the most important part. Person first. And then the person with disability. The person with visual impairments. That's one thing. A legal right, Constitution of India. We have right to equality, non-discrimination. There's Mental Health Act 2017, and there's Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016, which has come up with 21 different types of disabilities. And there's also Disability ID, which enables people with disabilities to access all the benefits. Like for example, all the government benefits, all the social benefits just come under one card. It's basically your identity card. We'll do a little quiz time. Will answer. Okay. What is the correct use of a tactile path? Do you guys know what a tactile path is? You have seen those yellow dots and lines around bus stands, right? The yellow lines, dots around bus stands. What do you think is the correct use of a tactile path? Anyone? Don't be scared. It's okay. Anyone? Like, oh, this route is leading towards the door, that route is not leading towards the door is one answer, right? But how do we know what is the correct tactile path? Right? You will probably see a lot of tactile paths around. I have seen a lot of tactile paths around Punjab. And so tactile paths are basically, you will see dots and lines, right? How do you know it's a functional tactile path? When you see a line, like a long line in the yellow, right? You know that the road is leading towards something. And when you see dots, you know there's either an obstacle, the road ends here, or you have to take a turn, right? You just know that there is an obstacle. This is not like a move along path anymore. Which of this is an accessible ramp? You guys know what a ramp is? Yeah? Which of this is an accessible ramp? B, right? Also know that ramp B is an actual ramp. People had that. And a lot of places here have different forms of that ramps. But ramps are supposed to be in a certain angle, certain degree, so that it is accessible. I mean, it's usable. You cannot just have a upward sloping ramp. I mean, that's a climb. Which of this is not an accessible faucet? Like, which is not an easy to use faucet? B, right? B? Okay. What is the accessibility standard for a lift entrance when you are entering a lift? Minimum 900, right? Because why? Not weight. So this 900 millimeters is calculated in terms of weight, which is the standard width of the wheelchair to smoothly pass through, right? So when you're looking at lifts, it can be more than 1300. Like, it's not our concern. It can be more than 1300 millimeters, but it needs to be at least 900 millimeters so that a person with disability can easily pass through with their wheelchair. How far should a reserved parking be from the entrance of a building? Again, the reserved parking, right? That's why we need to make sure that the reserved parking is empty, because it needs to be within 30 meters of entrance. Not asking you to, but it should be within 30 meters of entrance, right? So that it is accessible for people with wheelchairs. What is the height of an accessible bathroom, say? Just imagine what would be the appropriate height for a bathroom. Maximum 25 inches. But what happens to the person who has probably say a spinal cord injury and cannot move? Right? Right? So the standard that we have set is, we have for us is maximum 34 inches off the ground. So that a person, so that people of all kinds of disabilities can access. So that is the standard we came. But people who have spinal cord injuries, people who need to be a little above the ground also can. When was the Rights of Persons with Disabilities enacted? We spoke about this 2016. Which of this is an accessible toilet? A, right? Also, when you go to some cafe or restaurant, just probably check out if they have the railings or not. Handles and railings, everything is accessible. You see this handles, railings, right? Which of this is the correct form of braille? Do you guys know braille? Yes, braille. Right? What is the form of braille that we should be looking around? B, right? You cannot just on a paper and say this is braille. Braille needs to come with a texture, it needs to be that. Yes, it needs to be touchscreen. It cannot be a paper. Again, this is a real picture. Now, Srini sir will be talking about the S2 Access project that we are carrying out. Before that, I would like to speak about why we need to care about this application a little bit. It is probably because we would want to see the outcome. The outcome is accessibility. And this app enables us to see which. Do you guys care about how Goa looks like? Do you guys care about how Goa feels like? Do you want Goa to be inclusive? You want to care about your city. You want to make the institutions around your city accessible. You want to make the institutions, the beaches, the cafes, the roads to be more people friendly, people accessible. So this program, essentially what it does is, it asks us to do a little part in making Goa, making other states where we work, everywhere essentially, to have checks and to check, okay, is this place accessible, is that place accessible, keeping your eye out for care, is what I would say. And now Srini sir will take over to discuss more this application.
Volunteers, so not students who are good for us. Maybe for your madam and sir, you may be students, but for us, you are volunteers. Why I am calling you volunteers? Out of 1,000 students, you only volunteered to attend this session. You only volunteered to participate and learn about disability, learn about accessibility. Right? So you are volunteer only, no? Are you not volunteer? Yeah. Thank you for being a volunteer for the S2 Access and for the Office of State Commission for Personal Disabilities. So, why are you sitting here? What is the purpose of volunteering? Why you came here? Why you volunteered? Now you volunteered, you came here. Your madam told to come, give a list. So you gave why you came? Before you are entering into any class, you think of today what the miss will be taking, what the sir will be taking, what will be the lesson. All these things you just have an idea at least. Today there will be science class, today this will be the subject which will be taught for us. Or else you even come and sit blank also. Let them teach anything, we learn from that also, no? So just anybody tell me what you are supposed to do, why you are called. Nothing? Why are you called? Okay. We are talking about an app. We are talking about an app. Okay. We were talking, so was telling about accessibility, universal design. He was telling many things, disability, it should be like many things he was telling. And that state commissioner also, state commissioner's office people also have come. We have come from long way. Why we came? Why we have gathered you all? To make Goa accessible for everyone. To dream. We are dreaming. We cannot make it accessible for everyone. At least we are dreaming that we will make Goa accessible for everyone. Accessible means to understand now, so I was telling a lot of things. So how you will make Goa accessible? Why they are making a ramp in a school or college? Why not ramp? Why they are building a lift in your college? What was the use for that? What is the purpose of doing? They have some money, they are spending it, right? Huh? They have a lot of money, so they are collecting a lot of fees, so they are making it. Huh? Is it like that? Why they are making a lift? For whom they are making a lift? For principals? Yes. And teachers alone. Right? There is no people with disability in the school. One or two only is there. Why it should be a lift? Out of 1,000 there is no students and nobody is using wheelchair. Why should they use? Why should they build? Why? Why? Why lift? Are you all old? In case somebody choose. In case any children, any student with wheelchair is going to come to this college and study. In case, yeah. So, even if it is one person's need, we all care no for that one person. That's why we are spending a lot. It's not only for children with students with disability, but for everyone. Whomever requests, there is an option. Steps is there, lift is there. If you cannot walk on this steps, if you cannot use the steps, use the lift. Certainly, a wheelchair user will not use the steps. He needs a ramp or a lift. That's why it is. If it is a very old teacher, or anybody else, they need a lift. So, because your class is not on the first floor or ground floor only, you have multi-story building, right? That's why it is made. So, now I am asking, how many schools have this lift? In this South Goa, this is South and North Goa, how many schools are there? How many schools have lift? You don't know? Hardly 5 to 10. Sir knows. Hardly 5 to 10, please tell me. Okay, how many banks are there which is having a ramp and lift? You don't know. You don't know. Which is your favorite place in Goa? Which is your favorite place? Where do you go? Not in Goa, here in this city. Miramar, what is there? Beach. Have you seen any person with disabilities in the beach? A wheelchair user? Anybody else? Why you are not able to see them? Do you think they also should enjoy the beach? How they will go? How they will enjoy? So these were the simple questions I just asked. How many I was asking, you are not able to tell. But you know, not many schools are accessible, many places are accessible. Not, you can tell even 90% of the schools are not accessible, 90% of public places are accessible. You can tell that, but you cannot give with evidence. Right? Can you give with an evidence? Can you give with the proof? Telling that how you will give a proof and evidence and a fact numbers? How you will tell? Okay, like search was only 5, hardly 5. Who will trust this data? If sir is telling, sir, how you are telling, sir? There are 6 schools. They can tell no. If he is giving this statement to the CEO, to the school department, he is giving that statement. That officer will get angry, right? All the schools are accessible. How you are telling this? How can you tell that? If he is giving with a proof, if he is giving with a substantial proof, then they will accept, right? Right? So, in Goa, many places are not accessible. How many places are not accessible? We can find out when we are using this app. How you will be able to find out? How you will be able to find out? If you use this app and do an audit of that place. Audit in the sense, sir was giving a quiz, no? Whether there is a lift size and other things around. So when you are using this app, you will go to a place and check whether there is a ramp or not, whether there is a lift or not, whether there is an accessible toilet or not. These things you will check and you will submit. You will just answer few questions and click some photos and you will submit it so that the data comes. It will be available, real time it will available. Just submit it, it appears on the app. So that you can have a count how many places are accessible. Understood this part? This is an app, this is a technology, this is a tool which will help you to have data on number of places accessible in Goa, not only in Goa, wherever you go, across India or across the world also. But I am telling that you will next time when we are coming to Goa, maybe if you have used this app, if he is using this app and doing an audit of one place, that will be coming there. And when you are doing 10 places using this app, 10 plus 1, 11 places will be there. It's like everybody is doing, these many data will be available on that. Then you can tell, sir, only your app is doing this data, whether nobody is having this data. Yes, many people are doing, many people are checking, having a checking list also. But that is in paper. That will not be, that is not available for everyone. Here you can check with the app itself which place is accessible. For example, you search like this college name, and if you have audited this college name, it will appear. For me, for anybody in Bangalore or in Kashmir also, if they search from the app, they can search this college has a ramp, this college doesn't have a ramp, there is a ramp, that ramp is not usable, there is a ramp, it is usable, that also. Two things it will do, it is available, not available. It is available and it is usable. Usable, how it should be, like not like A. A is a ramp which is not usable. D use or no, that is a usable ramp. Okay, this is the purpose. So, sir, we don't know anything about accessibility. We don't know what is the measurement, what should be the measurement, how we will do an audit. You should have it out, right? You should have it out. Sir, we are going and doing an audit. How I will know what should be the measurement? Now you showed quiz, we were not able to answer. But how we will do it? Here, the app itself is an auditor. The app itself is an auditor. It has AI technology in that. What you have to do is simply just click a photo of a RAM. It will identify and tell, okay, RAM detected. Next thing, RAM. You place your mobile as a RAM. It will tell, please place your mobile on the RAM. RAM is just you are keeping your device on the mobile on it. Mobile, opening your app. You will tell start audit, then you will keep it on there. Then it will calculate automatically and it will tell that RAM is this angle and it is accessible or it is not accessible. It will tell it is not accessible also. Then submit. Then another thing, just capture a picture of this. Submit. Or there will be two. Is the landing space is okay? Because that everything calculations cannot be done by the some common sense values. Okay. Whether there is a landing space of this meter, just tick boxes. Very simple objective type questions type of thing. You just click one or two and click photos. Upload it. Volunteers upload photos. It generates a rating. It gives a rating for this place. Rating like how you are getting marks from this. You are writing exams. You are getting a marks. No. This 5 marks, this is 2 marks, this all together is marks. Like that it gives a rating. Like even a hotels you have a rating of 5-star hotel, 3-star hotel, 2-star hotel like that. This college will have a rating. For I am telling for example, this college, any public building, anything, your Minamar beach also, rating it will have. If it is accessible, it will be rated like 5-star. 5-star means it is completely accessible for you. Anybody go without anybody's support. Without anybody's support means right from the downstairs till upstairs. The wheelchair user should come. The visually impaired person should come. And speech and hearing person should come. That kind of accessible 5-star rating. Very good paka like that. If not 2%, 1% that data. Right? So it will give a rating and data will be available everywhere. So you can take this data, sir will tell now, okay, not 5 to 6, it is exactly 10 places. You can tell from this. But out of, if you have done the audit of all the public places, all the schools, then only we can give the data. Or else we can say, sir, we have audited 10 places, 10 places, out of 10 places, 5 places are accessible, 5 are not. This we can give a report. What is the use of doing this, sir? Why should we do? It is not our concern. Why are you telling us to do? Is it a concern for you? Why you should do this? What use for you if you are doing this? You care for your aged persons. You care for your grandma, grandmother. If you wanted to take them to any hotel in Goa, you will think, no. Suppose you come, it will be late for us to reach. I can walk fastly into the theatre, but you will be late. Please stay at home. You will tell like that only because they may be, even they will tell, okay, we are old, we don't want to come because that church is not accessible, that temple is not accessible, you only go and come. But if you tell checking this, yes, see, this church or this temple or this school or this movie theatre is accessible, I have checked in this app. Okay, it is 5-star rating, we can go, you come, there will be in RAM, there will be in wheelchair, there will be in anything. So, it is going to help others, giving a knowledge to others, like Google Map. Like Google Map, how it is giving and telling that this is this many kilometers, you can reach in this many time. It is an accessibility map. It is giving data to the people. So now this is an introduction. It gives the real-time data. It gives this. How to use it? Okay, sir, you are told it is very simple. How to use it? So we have a small tutorial video. Anybody can use this app, and anywhere you can use. Anytime you can use. Audit. Anytime, anywhere, any number of persons. Sir, shall I do 10 audits? Okay. Shall I do 100 audits? Okay. Shall I do 1 audit? Okay. But do at least 1 audit. Okay. So, if you are doing 1 audit and it is done by you, that information is going to help any person with disabilities to plan his. And that data will be used for making changes. You have done it, you think that you have done an audit of one particular place. From your college, you have done an audit of one particular place. For example, a hotel is not accessible. They don't have a Starbucks. Starbucks is not having a ramp, you are telling. It's a public place, no? Everybody have to go. I think you have done an audit, you think. That data is available. Now State Commissioner is looking at how many audits was done by our college students. In that, he is taking Starbucks. Okay, it is not having a ramp. So he sends a letter to the Starbucks telling that, okay, your ramp is not accessible. Please do it. Sending a notice to them. So after 1 week, it is being solved. Their Starbucks takes it very seriously. They are building it. So a change is made by you or not. Just by clicking photo, you made a change. It's very simple. Just by clicking a photo and sending, you will spend only 2 minutes for an hour. If it is a bigger place, maximum 25 minutes. First time you will take a little more time. Second time once it will be very easy. You can do within 10 minutes also. So let us see how to use this app.
Is this identity of the person who uploads the photo or anything?
No privacy, nothing, no identity. It's a, we follow strictly the privacy policy. We don't collect anything from you, not even your name.
Later on, Starbucks and password of the person.
That's why no revealing,
No.
nothing will be there.
For this, also the State Commission for Personal Disability will give one authority letter to you with your name of the students. So if anyone object, you can show them. But before doing this also, you can tell them you are from so college.
As a student, they also want to learn a syllabus.
Yes. That's why that authority letter will be given. That you can show them.
You just
And if there is anyone object, you can contact them. We also want to make one group of all the students, WhatsApp group. In that group, sir and sir will be there. Whatever problem you face while doing the audit, you can put on that group.
okay. So no need to think too much. What will happen if I give this, somebody this? You can do even the police station also. An audit of the police station, whether it is accessible for people or not. It is a right. Act is telling that it should be. But by doing this, by giving, the app doesn't reveal that this is done by you. You only know that. You can keep it yourself telling, I have done this, that has happened. You can be proud of yourself. Nobody is going to know that you have done this. Only we can give the data. If somebody asks, if madam is asking, how many audits were done by our students, we can give a data to madam. But not names also do not get it. Because you can give an avatar name, you can give any other name.
There's been avatar like what you can just put A, B, whatever you want. Just to keep like the one person or something. That's something you know?
Yes.
Welcome to the Yes to Access tutorial video. This video will help you learn how to conduct an accessibility check of a public space using the app. Let's go through the steps one by one. To begin with, registration. First, choose your preferred language and move on to enter an avatar name and select the preferred avatar. Read through our landing pages to learn more about our app. Welcome to Yes to Access. To create an account, click the sign up button on the login page. You can access the map feature without creating an account. Read through the terms, conditions and privacy policy. After that, please check the boxes to proceed. If you are above 18 years, have understood that this app will not do a complete accessibility audit and have read the privacy policy. To create your account, you need to first verify your avatar name. Then type in your mobile number through which you want to register. Here, you can enter the coupon code that the organizer has allotted to you. For example, Sugamya Yatra is one of the coupon codes.
So here, you told sir, you will not have any identification, but you are collecting your mobile number. Then how it will be, sir? With mobile number they can track your house and they can come. No, everything is attached to it. But why we are collecting only the mobile number? It is to give a vote. The OTP is verifying that, telling that this is done by an individual. It is not done by a machine. Because the audit can be done, somebody can create a fake information also, no? Like social media account, too many likes are coming because bots are doing it. It is to just check whether it is done by an individual or not. Too many people, too many volunteers involved in this process. We wanted to take it as a volunteer driven movement, not done by only certain people. Even if they can give me 1,000 rupees, but they do an audit of 1,000 places, means I will just go around and I will go around. If they give like one places, if they are giving 10 rupees, I will go easily, I will do audit, I will do 1,000 places and I will submit, I will earn money. But it is not the thing which we want. We want volunteers. You think about other people, be concerned and do it. This mobile number also will not be able. And here there is a coupon code. Coupon code. We will give you a coupon code. So I will tell which coupon code you have to use while downloading the app. We will tell you coupon code. Where is the coupon code? So that it will get out. So the coupon code is you can go without coupon code also, no problem. But coupon code means the madam will ask how many students have done audit in our college means, then we have to give a list. No? That if you use a coupon code only, we can tell that under this coupon code, these many audits were done. Okay. So that we can give a report to State Commissioner also telling that this college has this many audits. So that is the purpose of coupon code. So compulsory you must use a coupon code.
You can register without a coupon code as well.
If you are doing it individually, you can do without coupon. As an institution, use a coupon. You will get a verification code.
Enter the OTP which has come on your mobile. This is the home page. Here you can see the latest news updates, start a new audit, explore the map, and watch the learning videos. To start the audit of a location, click the button on the home page or on the toolbar below. Your location will be auto-detected if location permissions are on. Type in the name of the location. Choose the type of location and add additional comments or observations if available. Click Start to start the audit. The audit captures accessibility features of the entrance, internal roads, approach, toilets, and parking space. At the entrance of the building, let's check accessibility of a ramp. Click the camera button and either take a picture or upload from your gallery. The app will detect if the ramp is present. Place the device on the ramp and click Start. This will calculate its angle and whether it is a safe and accessible ramp or not. In this case, the ramp's angle is 11.75 degrees and is identified as accessible. Let's move to the next feature to audit, staircase support inside the building. Click a picture and the app will identify if there are railings on the sides of the stairs. Then select the checkboxes that apply. In this case, handrails are detected and are on both sides. Next, at the entrance, let's check whether there is a wheelchair available for use. Click a picture and the app will detect the presence of a wheelchair. Now, onto the door width identification. To check the width, click an image of the full door and mark 2 points at the ends of the door on the image for the app to detect the width. If it is greater than 0.9 meters, then it will mark it as accessible. Next, we have to conduct an accessibility check of the toilet in this building. For this, use the camera to click a picture of the toilet to detect a toilet with internal support. The checkboxes include if there is an obstruction to enter, if the door is a sliding one or not, and if the door swings. Select the ones that apply. You can even check for clear signage. Scan using the camera for detection. Select any extra checkboxes that apply. For example, if clear signage is directional. To check for traction, rate how good the grip is of the pathway ranging from 1 to 4. Add the image to continue if you have not. Lastly, explore the map feature. It shows the ratings of public buildings based on the audit that have been conducted, helping you locate accessible spaces nearby. Tap on any pin to view details of the building. You can see the parking accessibility, entrance accessibility, and more. And even further details are provided under each area type. You can refer to the list.
Here you see the rating was there. In that rating, we are telling in the toilet.
Parking accessibility,
Scoring is there.
entrance accessibility, and more. And even further details are provided under each area type. You can refer to the legends at the bottom to understand the emojis. In this case, the parameters under the toilet have a low accessibility rate.
So here the toilet. So toilet, it captures all these parameters. The type of the toilet, whether the toilet is grip or traction, whether it is slippery or, for us it is not a problem. For us also it is important, no? If it is very slippery, then toilet times are different, storing times are different, no? When you are making your house. Slippery means if I am using the crutches and I am going into toilet, and if it is slipping, again I will give you more. So that's why traction is sink height in the toilet. What is the height of the toilet? Support, whether there is support. If I am sitting in the toilet, I have to get up. There should be support. For us, Indian learning, you just get up like this. But for a person with disability, they need a side pass. That. Then, clear signage. Sir, where is the toilet in the school? I was asking. Even I asked. Sir, where is the washroom? But for a person with speech and hearing, he cannot ask. So if he is having a signage is there, you will just see that we will go to that. Direction will be there, signages will be there. He will go without anybody's support. Not depending. This accessibility helps in not depending. Sir?
You can explore other parameters this way. Then, click on the map if you want to navigate to a location using Google Maps. And that's it. You are now ready to use Yes to Access.
Here if you see, these are the list of places audited already. Audited by someone else, like any of you, any volunteer. As of now, we have audited around 1,80,000 locations all over India with the support of volunteers. Volunteers only. So you will tell, sir, is there any cost involved in this? Should we pay for this? Whether the app is free or app is not. Apps mostly free. This app is free. You can, if you are using iPhone or Android phone, it is free, available. You can just download, use it, and how? Nothing. You are going to spend anything. You are going to spend your time. You are going to give just 2 minutes or 10 minutes or maximum 20 minutes. With this, you are helping someone else to give it. Like even Google Map also, how it is coming, data is given by somebody else only. Like that only you can do. So we can populate data, we can make Goa accessible with your support, with your data. So can we do an audit? Now can we do? Now you have learned this. We try just download the app, play with the app, just go and check any other places. Then you can do. Can we download now? Can you download now? Just start downloading.
Yes.
You have downloaded? Already downloaded?
No. Yes.
Have you downloaded? OTP? Okay. Go to the sign up page again.
Yes.
Go to the sign up page. Enter the coupon code which sir is giving you. Sign up. Again go to the sign up. Because without coupon code, it will not be.
It will record, but it won't come under your
College. They will not give marks to your office. So now, have you entered the coupon code?
The coupon code for Saraswat College is SYGSAR.
SYG.
And for Sant Sohail Ambe Government College is SYGAGC. SYGSAR and SYGAGC.
SYG, SAR is for college.
That's the college. SYGAGC.
SYGAGC is for the college. So if you go there, it comes a drop down type of thing. If you just okay, now you are done. Now you can start audit. Can you do an audit now? Can you do an audit? Shall we do an audit? Now itself today. What we do, we will close this session now. We will end vote of thanks, everything will finish. We will all assemble down near your building, somewhere there where there is a ramp or where there is something else. We all will try one same place only. We will try it. Shall we do that? So can we do like that? So that you will get practical problems. You will face lot of issues you may have. If there is any doubt, you can ask us immediately. Otherwise, once we go, you cannot.
Whatever questions you face while doing the audit, you can directly ask. Just do one demo, plan session.
And if you have any problems later, please take that up in the WhatsApp group that will be created.
Sir will create a WhatsApp group. Will be there in the WhatsApp group till you complete your task. So how many audits each person can do? What is the maximum number you can do? How many number of audits you can do? Huh? Maximum, what is that? 100? Huh? 100 you can do? 100 locations, 100 buildings. Can you do? You don't want to do 100?
That is so important. So nowadays, clicking anybody's photo is any company photo.
100 is too much. But you can do 100 also for a period of time. You can keep on doing it. It's not one time thing. Once you have downloaded an app, you can, whenever you are traveling somewhere also, you can do it. So, you maximum one person can do, like the target for you is 10. Target for you is 10 places. 10 public places. What are the public places? Can anybody list public places which you have to audit? What are the public places? School, college, banks, hospitals, parks, post office, Anganwadi, ATMs, temple, church, mosques, then
Markets,
ration shop, bus stations, restaurants, cafes. Now you have many options wherever you go. Okay, sir, how I will know that this place is already audited or not? That will be the question, right? Already it's here, then why should I do again? But there will be an option it will ask, like, okay, this is already audited, do you want me to re-audit? You can do a re-audit also. Why re-audit? Mainly because today you are auditing, tomorrow somebody has installed an app. Day after tomorrow you are doing an audit, it gives the updated data. Otherwise it will be showing that it is audited, no RAM. But you will tell, sir, my school has a RAM, so it is already audited. So it can update also.
This go through, you have to find out the places, which are the places here, around Masa, for this college. And among yourself, you have to decide which place who will do. Okay, otherwise same person do the same thing again and again, it will not give more. Okay, so you first stick together, find the places, okay, and among yourself, okay, some places like your 10 students to go in this direction, whichever come this, you do. Also, within also you can find out.
Who want to lead this in this college? Who will be leading this audit? Who will give who will divide and who will make a map and tell that to other places? Who can lead this? Who want to be the volunteer lead? It's Saraswati College and another college. Who will be the leader? You can list your name. Sir will connect you. And most important thing is you will get a certificate from the government. You will get a certificate for doing, if you are doing only 10 orders. If you are doing more than also you can do, but maximum, at least minimum 10 orders if you do, you will get a certificate plus the government that this you were involved in this. But from our app also you can download certificate, that is from APD. That is from the extra access project, you will get a certificate that is downloadable. This they will give physical certificate for you. So result certificate.
Now this wherever there is bank, wherever all this facility is available within those areas, we need to order.
No.
Like just a building and person want to have access to a shop. This test.
yes, you only do that. Where's the step? Just a step.
We are talking
No, then
Here actually the steps means the training is not acceptable. There you have to capture. Yes.
no, we are telling yes and no. Both we are answering.
Yes.
Yes, it is there. Yes, no, it It's not available. Yes. Accessible or not? Madam is correctly understood. People with disability will use this app and find which place is accessible or not. So you are giving an information to anybody telling that this place is accessible, this is not accessible. This is 100% accessible, this is 10% accessible. This has ramp, this has not ramp. That you are going to do.
You can do the audit of your college also. Any person with disability want to take the admission in this college, you can also check the accessibility rating. So you get an idea that this is accessible for me.
Everybody is writing no. Our school is environmental friendly. Green school or something. Write like accessible school also you can write no. This is an accessible school. Accessible restaurant. That will also help them. So you try. What they request to you is while you are talk to your friends about accessibility, talk to your friends about disability. Just share this app. Let them do. Your parents, your brothers, your sisters also can become a volunteers. Your friends, other school friends, they can also do. Now for the government, only you are going to do. Thank you. You can list. What government is planning is what state commissioner is planning that if there is any lead, they will take you, they will train you. You can do this kind of sessions in Goa. They will give you a special recognition. You can be part of the government. So who is interested, they can do the name of you, sir.
You have the special training. Because we only for
cannot go reach all the time.
yes, we whole Goa to make full Goa accessible. All can take part in.
So you will be going as a government person. You will be going as a government person. You will be giving training. It is good now from your college. One person who is an authorized person going and doing an audit, giving training to other colleges. You are nominated by the government. You will go and give training to other colleges. It is very simple. Just talk about the app. What the app will do? You do 1 or 2 audits so that you will become a trainer. So just simple.
So play with app.
Now just play with the app. Go to some places, no mistake, no wrong in doing. You don't think that. So shall we go and shall we end it? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ashwin and Neela, for your interesting session. Now I request Ms. Neela, NSS PO, to formally propose the vote of thanks.
That's fine. Okay, good afternoon, students. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, so after the session, I think I am at least speechless. Lot of things which being a teacher, I learned lot of things here today. No sympathy, but empathy, which actually we are supposed to inculcate in our day-to-day life. We never look at a person with disability with sympathy, but they are to be given equal status with us. What actually that equal status, I feel all of us understood today. So there are a lot of minute things which we must understand. What are their basic requirements, where they require help. And this is say yes to access. Okay, say yes to access is a very good, that's the name of the app, sir?
Yes, correct.
Yes. Okay, so very good initiative by, I would say, government. Wherein we can be, part, or I can say in a noble way we can help the person with disability. Now we say doctors or teachers, a very noble profession. Now we are into something, where we are helping country, we are helping humanity. Okay. So this is one of the very good initiative to do something for the society. Okay, all of us should download this app and do something for the society by doing at least one audit. What I understood from this session is if we download this app, we are helping persons with disability just to have access to the information which place is accessible to them. And this small gesture we can always show towards them. Just helping them to know which place is accessible. For us it is very easy to learn everywhere, but for them it is not. Okay, so requesting each one of you to download the app and let us be part of this noble cause with the Goa State Government Commissioner's Office. Okay, so on behalf of our college and NSS unit of this college, I would like to actually thank these wonderful resource persons, Mr. Arjit Majumdar, Mr. Mahadev Sawant, Mr. Srinivasan, and Ms. Jamila. Okay, so they have given us enlightening session. No doubt it was enriching, but enlightening session. I feel all of us have a takeaway today from this session. Okay, so that we can, without spending a rupee, just giving 2 minutes of our time, we can help this. Okay, so special thank you goes to the Goa Office of the State Commissioner for Persons with Disability for choosing our college to be part of this noble cause. Okay. So on behalf of college, I also thank SSA College. Right, you all are first year students. Sorry, second years. Okay, I was part of SSA College for a long time. I worked with your college for almost 5 years. So I have the personal attachment with your college. Okay, so thank you to you all for being here. Thank you to your principal and the staff for allowing you to be part of this session in spite of your busy schedule. Okay, so thank you to Bay College also. And I thank all of you, each one of you present here, my volunteers who helped me in organizing this session for you. And thank you to the patient audience. Okay, so thank you very much for your help. Okay, so we have Nancy. Okay, she is second year BCom students, SYD division. So she will be leading Saraswat College, Sridhara Kapula College, not Saraswat College, Sridhara Kapula College, for this noble cause. Okay.
So last part, what there is very good food.
Good food. Okay, so all of you please come forward for the good food. All of you please for your You okay, Rasa?
The stand is also different.
अंकुर तो फोटो म्हाका सेंड करा.
Students, first floor, we'll do this entire session of express SAM. Okay, so we have any difficulty at all, okay, just for 10 minutes. Thank you for coming.
All your staff members बोला बेटा